Hello, this is Frontline here, and welcome back to another video. In this one, we are playing Chicken Odyssey, and this is a smartphone game that apparently I've never recorded on a smartphone before, and I realize that I completely messed up the first recording of this I did, because I did actually record earlier, and it turns out that my microphone on my phone was recording my audio, and it sounded awful. Apparently my microphone on the Samsung Galaxy S6 is a really bad microphone, especially compared to this one. This one's actually really good, the one that I always use for recording. But anyway, we're just going to kind of hop right into the game, because this is a game I discovered off of Imgur, and it's a completely free pixel runner, as it describes itself, where you just kind of like go about, you throw chicken legs, if you tap the right hand side of the screen, towards these wolves. So you can hold it down for a certain amount of time to get like different amounts or heights or whatever. And then like the left side of the screen is where you jump, and if you want to like not to go through the entire jump cycle, you could jump and then like just tap it again to go back down towards the ground really quickly, like that. You're able to do like many different interesting moves, like bomb jumps are an interesting one, because apparently like you can actually like double jump if you use like the bombs, because you know how your normal jump is like that, but then if you use the bomb jump, apparently I already did a challenge there, you can go a little higher, but if you tap twice, you can go the tallest you can go with a bomb jump. So anyway, already this recording is going a lot better than the last one, because I got to the jungle this time instead of staying at the grasslands, because I did make it to the mountains. There are like 4 levels that I have gone to personally. I'm not sure if there are more. There are probably more, but I haven't gotten past the mountains. There's first the grasslands, then you go to here, which is the jungle. Then I'm going to go to the main menu because the sounds are starting to annoy me. Then you go to the desert, which is the 3rd stage, and then you go to the mountains. So anyway, while we're here at the main menu, I'm actually going to show you like one cool thing about this is that you can get various different hats for your chicken to wear. Right now I'm wearing a mailman's hat, which looks more like, at least to me, a police hat. But you're also able to buy a randomized hat for yourself. It depends on, like, the randomness makes it so that you're actually able to get the same hat over and over again, which is unfortunate, but it's kind of the nature of the game. It's completely free. Like, the coins, the in-game currency, you don't pay any money to get those, so it's not a cash grab, it's just mainly it's a minor annoyance in how the game was programmed. But yeah, got ourselves a beanie. There's like lots of different types of hats that you're able to wear. Got a leprechaun's hat, got a 10-gallon hat. My favorite is the top hat. I always wear the top hat whenever I'm like playing normally. But throughout the video, we're probably going to like change hats as we go. So one thing I'm just going to note is that although I really do like this game, and it's an interesting game that was designed to keep in mind not being a cash grab. It's completely free on both the App Store and Google Play. But yeah, the whole entire thing is, although the game is really cool, I play this game a lot in my own free time. It still is not perfect. I'm not going to try to have this game be posed as a perfect game in the slightest, because like I noticed okay, first of all, there was that whatever that was, where my chicken leg kind of went straight up into the air. But anyway, the chicken leg, you might have also noticed though, is that it actually kind of doesn't fit the art style as much as everything else, because the whole entire game is meant to be like a 8-bit world, you know, like the chicken is all pixelated, so is like the surroundings. When you look at the chicken leg, it is like, it's a really 1080p image that just kind of like goes throughout the screen. And same thing with the bombs. The bombs are definitely something that was made probably is like just a random Unity engine image, because this was made in the Unity engine. I've programmed in the Unity engine slightly myself, but not too much. Maybe I'll try to create my own video game kind of like this. But anyway, right now, what's like other different things about this? The other thing is kind of the hat system, because I think that really the hat system should be like aimed towards getting new hats instead of completely randomizing what hats you get from the box. Because although it really is like a cool system where it's like, oh yeah, collect them all and try to get as many hats as you can, I have played this game a lot, playing through like getting hundreds of, probably like, I've probably gotten thousands of coins to be fair, but yeah, it's like oftentimes whenever it's opening the boxes has lost its charm. That's what I'm trying to say here. Opening the boxes, you just know that it's going to be a hat that you already own. I'm not sure if there's a trick to like being able to increase your likelihood of getting the rarer hats. I'm not sure if there's like any code to make that happen, but it'd be interesting like if maybe how good you got at the game influenced how like the probability of what hat you got was. And who knows, that could be how the game was programmed. It's just that it's hard to notice because the game is designed in a way where you actually can't see most of what's going on behind the scenes in the programming. Okay, I am determined to get to the desert. I got to the mountains in the last video. I've gotten to the jungle, but that is still not very far. So, the main thing I've noticed is that the longer you leave around enemies, the harder they become. If you don't get rid of them right away, especially in the desert's when they really start like bugging you. Because I remember in the desert, like they wouldn't even be fully off the screen yet and they'd just be already dropping bombs onto your head. Oh, there we go, 2 in 1. And it's like the laser guys can get in your way of like whenever you're jumping, like they can appear at the top hand of the screen. I was not paying attention. They can appear at the top hand of the screen shooting a laser so you can't jump up past a certain point. And they can also like do it on ground level, so you have to be already hovering above in the air to avoid their laser. Like right there, it was their top attack. And then there's also the bottom level attack that they have as well. So there we go. Able to defeat pretty much as many enemies as we can early on so that we don't have to worry about them later. But yeah, so I think there are only 2 types of enemies, but there are different tiers. Like later when you get into the jungle and stuff, there are the blue colored balloons instead of just the red colored ones. I'm not sure if we've seen those already, but yeah, they change colors. In the desert, I know that we also have like white wolves that are the ones that immediately drop the bombs like upon spawning, but it really does make the game interesting. It's not like I'm complaining too much, it's just that it makes it more difficult for me to get through. So I'm going to try to focus here. I really want that laser guy done. There we go. He was just about to do his attack, but then I got him. So we're almost at the end of the round here. There we go. We've made it to the desert. Made it to the desert. Let's see if we can get to the mountains. Oh, you're also able to hit the bombs out of the air. Oh, there's the yellow balloons, guys. Man, those guys are going to be a little bit more annoying. You basically just have to like find the median of where they're more likely to spawn. And kind of shoot there almost. Like sometimes they spawn in a slightly different location, but most of the time they spawn there. Because oftentimes I can just like randomly shoot my chicken leg. It ends up like being in the right position for me to get it. Dang it. Okay, well we got to the mountains. We didn't get very far in the mountains. I was really hoping I could continue past. But we did get a lot of coins, 126 coins, 3192 distance. Let's see if any of you guys can beat that. But before then, let's actually try to get like a bunch of these packages. So I could also skip ahead of this whole entire sequence by doing that. We already have the Santa's hat. We already have the striped hat, or the Dr. Seuss hat, as I'd like to call it. And we already have the Explorer's hat. So not much has changed. But yeah, it's a very cool game. I would definitely suggest getting it. I have very many stats that you guys can beat. If you think that you are able to beat me, then try and take a screenshot of your game, send it to me, tweet it at Frontline Rainforest. It's in the description of every single video I make. So be sure to follow that also for more videos. But other than that, really, this was just kind of a fun video I wanted to make. I've already recorded another version of this video, which kind of annoyed me how I have to make it twice, but it's fun. I do like Chicken Odyssey. It's not like I'm going to complain too much. It just gave me an excuse to make 2 videos over it, even though you guys only get 1. So anyway, I'm just rambling now, so I'm just going to end the video here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. The whole entire thing with this course is that if you fall off, you die, and apparently I'm not doing very well while recording here. But yeah, the cool thing about NASCAR, it's like the twist I put onto it was that you're in Ghosts and there's a bunch of landmines, and you're able to like shoot your opponents, just barely see exactly where all of these things are.